So, we were going north, weren't we? I'd like to get off for my sanity's sake, but I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. Come on, Mish, you can persevere. You've got this. Just do these things in a line, and then we're done. Let's just get to Trauma Queen, finalize that quest, teleport to Old Mate, turn that in, and just we'll call it a day. My sanity needs replenishment. Don't hit the sign. Wine port. So we have an ale port and a wine port. What a lovely lot of locations we have. Okay, which one was I doing? The far one. Whichever the far one is. You? Hloon. Well, entice you with the prospect of untold riches, if you say so. Fancy yourself a romantic friend? Do you oft find yourself gazing off into the horizon, yearning to travel in search of storied relics left behind by the heroes of yore? Yes, you say. Then do I ever have a proposal for you? I was accosted the other day by a slobbering drunkard. Bear with me now, I assure you this gets better. Who most eagerly regaled me, from what I could gather amidst slurred speech and copious amounts of spittle that is, with a tale of a treasure map he had stumbled upon in his travels. I don't recall the particulars. I was emptying my innards of some foul swill at the time, you see, but it sounded rather convincing to my ale-added brain. What I do remember is that the fellow mentioned striking out at first light for Raincatcher Gully to visit a miner friend. Should the prospect of hunting for hidden riches set your heart aflutter, I reckon you might still find him there. Well, that's nice. Where's that at? Back south of me. Ugh, but I'm heading north. Fine. Diligent digger. Hello. Hidden treasures. Ha! Another gill-crazed greenhorn reeled in by Eldwine's tell tales. Yes, Eldwin. That's the doddering fool's name, though mind you, I've not known him to limit his consumption to any one type of brew. I saw him just the other day, I did, clutching some tattered piss-yellow parchment like it was made of old solid mithril. This is my ticket to fortune, he blabbered, not half so eloquently, mind you, before stumbling out of the tavern doors, and promptly falling flat on his mug, like as not. Did I see them at myself, you say? Did I ever? Why, the fool shoved it in my face so many times that I swear the mould left the page to take up residence in me nostrils. 'Twas a mess of blue and brown splotches that Elwyn swore was Camp Bronze Lake, with a big red X to the southeast. You're not thinking of going there, are you? Take my word. You'll find naught but a sorry drunkard and a sack of broken dreams. Where? To the north. Well, hey, guess what? I think that's the exact direction I'm traveling in. So that works for me. Okay, so we have one quest here, and then if we follow through, another quest over there. And then we can call it a... Oh, I suppose I've got to go back to Costa del Sol and speak to Old Mate. Then call it a day. Ealdwin. Who goes there? Wait, don't tell me. You've come to help Ealdwin dig for buried treasure. Well, I have you know, I'm faring just fine by myself. Just look at that beauty over there. Not that I can blame you for being jealous of my vast riches. Lucky for you, I'm feeling generous today. So here's the deal. I'll give you the honour of opening my latest discovery. That's right. For one precious moment, you can walk in the shoes of Ealdwin, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Go on now. The casket won't bite or nothing. I'm sure it will. But sure. Let me go deal with that. I'm standing on the quest, but where is it? Oh, it's hiding over there. Shabby casket. Oh, nothing ill can happen here. A trap springs. Good lord. Okay, well, oh no, there's more. These are pelicans? Okay. Territorial pelicans. Jeez Louise. Can I get the real treasure this time? And do I get to keep it? There's nothing in here, is there? A tattered coin purse and a broken bottle. Really? Dude, keep your damn treasure. I don't want it. Seven hells! Where did those nasty buggers come from? Why, if I had my trusty pickaxe with me, I'd have split their skulls clean in, too. Where in the world did those things go anyway? What's this? Look, old Ealdwin's had the finest Eorzea hash to offer. From the drowning wench to Buscaron Druthers, and he ain't seen nothing like great Birgot's gut. It's a trap, that's what it was. Opening the casket triggered this here bottle, and this foul slop poured out, luring them nasty buggers with its stink. I told you to be more careful. Now hand over the loot. You may have opened the casket, but it was old Ealdwin that did the dirty work. There's nothing in it. Wait, that's it? You gave me everything. Why, I got more last time I sold me undergarments for crook money. You ain't hiding nothing from me, are you? Well, it looks like we've got no choice. We got to go out in search of bigger, better treasures. Not the same treasures, of course. I can't hold your hand forever. So sit back and let old Ealdwin impart to you a proper trove of knowledge on treasure hunting. Firstly, you find yourself a map. Once you have your map, you decipher it. That means you look at it nice and good like. Then, when you've figured out where your treasure is hiding, you go there and you dig it up. Sounds simple enough, you say? Ha! I make it look easy, but I can assure you it ain't. Like treasure huntering, I like that, huntering, demands sharp eyes and a sharp mind. But don't be discouraged. Hone your skills like old Ealdwin and the treasures are sure to follow. Now, if you'll excuse me, my throat's feeling dry. How are you going to buy alcohol, sir? You didn't get any money from this venture. Bye. Is this a new log? This won't even buy me a swig of the wench's cheapest grog. That's what I just said. What's a man to do to drown his sorrows? Dig and decipher. Deciphering time-worn maps. 51! By using the general action decipher, you can examine a time-worn map. Doing so will change it into a key item known as a treasure map, which, true to its name, will reveal to you the location of a hidden cache of riches. Please note that you can only possess one treasure map at any given time. If you wish to decipher another time-worn map, you must either find the current hidden cache or simply discard the map leading to it. Did you give me a map? Oh, sweet baby Jesus, we've filled one page. I don't like that at all. That's the start of a bad sign. Okay. Well, off we go. Wait, is it... How the hell do you get up there? This way. You two arguing with each other? You're leering. Eyes must see something. And the unsightly grinding and gyrating of your pelvic region. What? It's a bathing dance? Y'all are weird. Ah, this is Camp Bronze Lake. Alright, Trauma Queen it is, and then we'll head back to Costa del Sol. Is this up here? The Wanderer's Palace. Oh, over there. Hello. You're one of Elaine's, aren't you? That one's got a ghost in her attic, you know. Keeps sending other venturers to that damn place she calls a palace, thinking you're going to bring her fella back. Ha! Knew he was here. 'Twas 7 of us that day, one of them her fella. My best friend was another. As soon as he walked in, a tonberry attacked. It was dark, and we couldn't get perches on the floor, for 'twas covered in lake slime, then in blood. What more's there to say? Only Aline and I made it out by the grace of the 12. Everyone else is dead. Think I'd leave him behind. Leave my brother by another blood? My brother by another blood. Okay. If I hadn't seen what Tonberry left. I saw no treasure there, only death. Yet Tonberries are nobody's friend, no matter how adorable they are. I said my piece. You still want to see for yourself? That's your business. I'll ferry you there. For my adventuring days are over, and I'm the boatman of this lake. She thinks they all live, you see. All 5 of them hiding from the Tonberry somewhere in the palace. She tried to flee the infirmary. She told folk about her friends needing rescuing. Then she got sly. Ah, poor lost Aline. I don't know what's good for me. Might be easier just to take the money and pretend. The Wanderer's Palace now accessible. Average item level 45. It doesn't matter. It's not an NPC one anyway. Item level. Leveling your character is crucial to unlocking Eorzea's end content. I don't care. I'm not interested in end content. However, it is not the only value you need to keep your eye on. Almost as important as the level of your class job is the level of your gear. The reason behind this is simple. All gear is not created equal, with items featuring a high IL item level, most often stronger than those of a low IL. While some high-level weapons and gear can be crafted or purchased in stores, the majority can be obtained in exchange for elegant tomestones, special drops that can be found in instance dungeons, raids, and on the hunt. Once you've collected enough tomestones, journey to Revenant's Toll, I have no idea where that is, to outfit yourself with the best equipment the realm has to offer. Okay, sounds horrible. Each piece of gear in Eorzea is assigned a level to indicate its relative strength. The average blah 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 blah. That's great. We're on 32. Yippee. And we can also do the next quest for my character class. Is it the final quest? Hold up. Character actions and traits. Actions. We got a 52 there though. How do I get the... Oh, hold on. We got to have this whole thing. How do I get all these abilities then? I don't know. That's okay. We'll figure it out. Eventually. Can we finally deal with Titan? I'm really over it, sir. I gather you solved Brayflox's little problem. take your damn mouldy cheese. By the gods, that unholy stench! This is, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavorful. How is it made? It's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Oh, I don't want to know. Bravo, Sren. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honoured with a marvellous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport. I just left there. And seek out Shamani Lamani. Again with these fucked up names. Another former member of our company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, it sure fucking feels like it. I assure you, I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lamani my regards. What do you mean you forgot the wine? Great. Sounds awesome. I'm so thrilled to be here. Sweat, grime and blood. Aye, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I am mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? An order? Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. And there is also the unmistakable odour of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gekaruji would not settle for anything less than the best. Dierzweitz and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. But perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. No, I really don't. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Well, an offer you can refuse, okay. If I can refuse it, does it progress the plot? Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of that work. None can deny that it pays well. But you grow impatient, and Weisgeit must have his wine. Herein lies our problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Biergeleint, who owns and operates the largest winery in Wilbrand. Somehow, I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. If you say so. Give me the best you have. I don't want any shit from you. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of this polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. The neophyte vintner bid you speak with me. Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. Sir, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't care about its qualities. I would sooner serve you Gubwe urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. Well, that's just rude. Is a paying customer not a paying customer? I take it he said no. Really, in those words? Well, I cannot say I am surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsalaminsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. Such as? There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavourful of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. Jesus. But as is all too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Glint to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've had rumours that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Oh my fucking god, this is the most tedious bullshit I have done in my life. I really just don't give two shits. My patience is completely fried. Not this building. Okay, next building. I have no idea where this person is. I do not know how to find you. Back in here? Nope. No idea how to get to you. So, we ignore it and go after somebody else. Oh, because I'd have to speak to both of you anyway. What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. And if I had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. That's great. Durum Fallorum. Bacchus wine? Don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. That sucks. If I jump down there, am I gonna... No, good. Great. Save myself some time. No luck, Most regrettable, but we had to try. A Bacchus wine would have been the perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogomoro, I fell into a deep depression, understandable. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me to find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia, which once filled me with hope, may be forever lost to us. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. Give me dexterity, I guess. Does it permanently increase the dex? Temporarily. Ugh, I don't care. I'm just gonna sell that shit. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. Sorry, I'm reading really quickly because I'm really pissed off and I want to get this shit done. I don't want to stop being partway through this quest because I'm not going to want to play the game again because I know I'm still in the middle of this really shit quest line. So I just want to power through this bullshit and just get to like where I'm about to fight Titan, and I'll do that next time. So I'm just going to read really quickly because my patience is gone. It's just, this is shit. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, fuck me, there is a favour I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilbrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I would very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Drest took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I'd be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Drest sometimes works at the Rancatcher Gully docks, so perhaps Ritzskald will tell you where to find him. Who the fuck is that? Where is this? Oh, I've got to manually travel there. Well, that sucks. I'm tempted sometimes to just speedrun this bullshit so I don't have to deal with it. But then I feel like I'll miss out on so much lore and story. Looking for Dressed. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? Aye, I tossed him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself. I sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String. I'm going to have to go there manually. Of course I am. Be way too convenient to be able to fast travel. We want you to see all that Eorzea has to offer. Too bad that the locations are shit and boring. Why do the gig and toads look kind of cute? Their pudgy little faces. Oops, this way. Holy shit, I just went through a door. Like, literally through a door. Hi, Dressed. Don't look like any hermit I've ever seen. What do you want? What's it called? Lamani Rosso. Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? What the hell's wrong with you? Are you okay? He's suffering from extreme duress. From what? Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midgies, the buzzing. You live in a swamp, sir. What the hell else do you expect? I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midgies go away. You really have no one else to blame but yourself. No, this way. Hello? We done? It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Wait, are you Garlean? We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I want to go home. Well, best of luck with that shit. I wish to thank Shamani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If planted in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I have 3 shells out there. Please, take them to Shamani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. You seem like you're not moving on anytime soon, sir.